Okay, greetings. This is Kal Kat, the Kal Katster, and this is a review of day one of Silicon Valley Comic Con Junior Year. Uh, yeah, Friday, 2019. We announced the Comic Con about a month ago, and dropped a Starship Chimera trailer, and now in time for Comic Con, did announce that. It did not announce what was going on until it actually started. However, yeah, I was there. So I'll be there again on Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow is the vendor thing, but yeah, the panel thing. But today, yeah, so there were no official discussions about Kal Kat. This is rendering this file here. This is just the whole show, and then I'll do a commentary track. I try to make them different each time. I don't think I'm going to ramble on too much for this one. It's almost a talking pointless episode for this one. Apparently, I'll jump right into the nitty gritty. It's probably not going to be on that slideshow. Uh, the main characters from Big Wow were Lord Broadvar and his friends, and the Bob Wilkinson and not John Stanley. Yeah, Bob Wilkinson. It's the people that replaced John Stanley. Yeah, I think I got that right. The horror hosts, the creature features people. They were the main reason to go to Big Wow back in the day. Well, apparently last year they were accosted or kicked out by, at the end of the show, by a guy who went to their shows and apparently figured out how to take what he said was the copyright, but he meant trademark of the name creature features from them, so that they could just monopolize on the products. I'm assuming this happens quite a lot at conventions, that people just run in and take their shit. Which is why they get all mad sometimes if you film their pictures and stuff. This is really bizarre. Apparently, yeah, he took over and he was doing the horror host thing in the very back. That's the version of Creature Features in the very back. Apparently, the TV station 36, which was running for a little while the new Creature Features until 2017, dropped the original people or the new people in favor of this guy to appear on Coffee, on the public access Coffee channel. That's formerly TV20, I believe. Yeah, so what's odd about this is I looked it up afterward and during. Well, what's out? What the main thing is this guy's not very good. He's kind of creepy, actually. I'm not going to name names here, but you can read up on the story and discover all about Mr. Curry, who apparently did this stuff. I talked to him. He's got like a fake eye patch thing and all that stuff. He was creepy. He wasn't like creepy in a good way, though. He was creepy in a creepy way. There was a lady that walked by, and he made a disparaging remark, commenting on her breasts. I said, "What kind of vendor guy?" But yeah, he totally did, and she's like, "Oh," it's like, I hope one of those women is a feminist tomorrow and gives him a dirty look or says something. Anyway, I wanted to complain, but apparently, yeah, I didn't, because you can't apparently go to anybody there. They won't listen to you. Great. So the whole costume consent thing doesn't apply to vendors, apparently. That's nice to know. Yeah. Yeah, if a vendor acts like a jerk, what do you do? Yeah. But yeah, this new guy that's doing creature features, you can choose to go to his table or not, but he doesn't have half the stuff the old guys did. He's not nearly as competent with the stuff that's out there, and he's not in the know. He doesn't know people like Robert Burl. If you don't know who Robert Burl is, then in your creature features, yeah, you should know who that is. Wilkinson's website, the John Stanley devotional website, does not like this guy. I looked it up. They've been in a copyright battle. Well, not copyright, trademark battle. I looked up the trademark story. I did study trademarks and copyright law in one semester, San Jose State, in my journalism class. And I have determined that this guy doesn't have a leg to stand on. They should probably countersue for whatever settlement was, because the term creature features cannot be copyrighted or trademarked. There shouldn't even be a trademark from 1987 by the Besham Group, the Besham Macmillan Group. Even they couldn't copyright it. The only trademark that should exist is the one from the 70s with Channel 2, KTVU Channel 2, now owned by Fox. Fox 2. But then it was KTVU. I doubt Fox 2 cares. But they have better lawyers. So my suggestion of the original creature feature people is get in contact with Fox Television and about the affiliate, Channel 2, and see if they can't just, get some connections working for them to get their trademark and their booths back at the convention. Because they totally can. There's, like I mentioned to the current hosts of the hosts from last year, who apparently lost their show, either changed the name or countersued. And it still applies. They don't own that trademark. I'm not saying that, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm saying that from the basic law class, that'd be what you do. Say, okay, this can't be trademarked by us or them, and then you just name your version of it the real creature features. What's the other guy going to do? And then you go to the convention. You have your booth next to theirs. Say, hey, this is the real one. Yours is the phony baloney, shystery one. Your fraudstery one. But I don't have any pony in that race. I do know the other guys, but I don't have any pony in the race. We're not going to name names. But Blood Rob was one of the fans, or host fans, and I have had him on my channel twice. So that was cool. But and vice versa. He was going to the comic things. Yeah, he liked this little known Kal Kat channel just because it was quirky. So he's like, yeah, you and your friends could. Years ago, there was a Time Tunnel toy show and they were there, and my friend Tim and I walked into frame when they were doing the filming. You can see more of him than me, which is funny. But yeah, then later on, a big deal out of it. And later on, we had Wilkinson and Robert Burl doing the No Peace Monster thing, which that guy's now going to claim that he knows what that is, but he doesn't. The new guy does not know enough to be the guy, the curator of the show. His stuff is apparently not nearly as good. I haven't really watched it, so like I said, don't have any pony in the race. Just saying that, they have a leg to stand on. Get a better lawyer. Sue, countersue. Say there shouldn't be there's no trademark on this. It would be like trademarking, like Kleenex. The term Kleenex. Kleenex is a company, but everybody calls every tissue Kleenex. So even if it isn't, so it would be like that. It would be like trademarking baseball. Not as Major League Baseball, but just the term baseball. You could technically do that. Major League Baseball, if you said Major League Baseball, MLB, you'd get. Yeah, that's owned. That's a trademark. but just the term baseball, or the term soccer, the term amusement park. It just means creature feature. It just means horror movie. You can't copyright a horror movie. What? So I would just say to them, you can't copyright that. No, no, you can't. So it's kind of a talking pointless, but it isn't really because it's on the other channel. But yeah, yeah. So if if you're at the convention this week and you've seen the creature feature guy, you know it's not the real guy, and he doesn't have half the merch. So even if he's creepy, well, yeah, well, a lot of them are. There was another guy at another panel that was that asked a woman her age. I was like, do that. I didn't say anything, but I was like, because she asked about the Sitar character from that Tom Cruise movie, and she knew that he wasn't that Hellboy. It was somebody else. But yeah, it's like he wanted to know how old she was. Yeah, you don't ask a woman her age. A vendor said that. I won't say who. Uh, um, but uh, but yeah, yeah. Can vendors be? I guess vendors are allowed to be kind of obnoxious, but then they just won't sell anything. This guy wasn't. Yeah, features. On the website, Wilkinson's website, he was annoyed at this whole thing, and he wrote a big essay, if you want to read it, 2017, saying it was going on, 17 and 18. This is my junior year here at the convention, so they were there last year, so this apparently happened in the past year, that they took the copyright, and really shouldn't have been able to. The other guys should be there this year. They should just be there with their own booth. This guy apparently snuck in and found a way to kick them out of the convention. Well, they could turn around and kick him out of the convention. I'm not gonna, because I don't have that kind of power. But I'm not gonna do that. Um, but uh, but I'm sure if he keeps up his creepy sleazery, he won't sell anything at least. Possibly get his own self kicked out. Because because apparently he also has a new show where he named the skull with a candle on it after Bob Wilkinson. Oh yeah, so or John, is it Bob or John? I think I'm mixing these characters up. He named it after that dead one from years ago. Yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, I've been saying Wilkinson. I meant Bob Wilkinson as the dead guy, and John Stanley's the living guy, right? Yeah, mixing those up. Yeah, Wilkinson was the old guy from my youth, and the other one's from the current. Yeah. So the one guy, he named the candle guy after the dead guy, which is messed up. Um, the original horror host. I did point out to him that horror hosting is not exactly very profitable, but I did not reveal who I actually was. He looked it up and be like, wait a second, oh shit, this Kal Kat guy. He's one of them. Oh, get him. Oh, no, I'm not a horror host. No, I never said I was, but I did do two Halloween specials, in which it crossed over with Lord Bloodrock, one of the horror hosts. Yeah, so I did one with Bucket of Blood, and then another one with with the Haunted Wine Country last year. I've got a bunch of his. Fortunately, his stuff was not for sale this year because this other guy took over. But I have a library of at least 5 or 6 more of his horror movies from the original guys, the original Wilkinson and yeah, John Stanley's still alive. Wilkinson. Okay, so yeah, yeah. John Stanley was the one that I meant was still alive. So it was probably confusing because I was saying Wilkinson. Oh my God, yeah, I think they're both well, and the other guy. There's a bunch of other drama on the web you can read about, but Curry is the guy. I think guy that stole the thing. His name is Curry. Yeah, so Bob Wilkinson and then John Stanley, and Stanley's the one that I do. And then you got Bob Burrell, who he doesn't know at all, so he should. But he doesn't. Yeah, so I can give him the time of day. Well, if these other guys want a horror show venue, they can continue to do their horror show and call it Creature Features, because guess what? That's not really a trade. Yeah, you guys can totally call your version of it that and have a YouTube channel and everything. Apparently, this other guy tried to get them off, kicked out of the convention, and also succeeded in some of it. Also succeeded in closing a Vimeo account. They shouldn't be able to close their YouTube, though. YouTube shouldn't care. Um, yeah, they're independent horror host channels, and they shouldn't be able to do that with their YouTube. So yes, I have a vast library of horror host things. I could still do some other videos in honor of the original and real Creature Features. Yes, as opposed to the made up, like, Phony Baloney one that now exists. And maybe the other show would have gone off the air anyway, because yeah, has been Rockstar and his friend in the house. It was cool that it was the original Wilkinson house, though. That was kind of neat. This new guy apparently like stole their idea, I guess. Oh look, the copyright's gone. I'll steal their idea from '87. Why? It's kind of baffling that they would do that. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. That's all this is about, really. There was other stuff at the convention, like there was a crazy crazy man. Well, there were two crazy men. There was a crazy man, a couple of crazy like Latin men, and then there was another crazy Latin man. And then he turned to the other two people next to me, who were two sort of mixed white. One lady was white. I think the husband might have not been, might have been Mexican. And says, "Those white people are crazy. White people are crazy." He kept saying it over and over again. It's like, and then as he walked away and he was out of earshot, "You're not loco in the cabeza. I don't think so." The guys are like, "You totally understand." He's like, "Yeah, he was speaking English." Sometimes white people are crazy, as I texted John Mark Scards, of course, not Stanley. Mark Scards. Yeah. So, okay. All right, let's go back. Or let's go back and get your channel back. It's like, sure. It's not like the only revenue you'd lose is like DVD sales, but so what? Like, I think there's room for, like John Stanley said, there's room for other anybody to use that. If you're hosting horror movies, it's like, so it's like, why is that? That's kind of cool that you're hosting horror movies, but that's all it is. I don't really do that on my channel. I sort of review things and then play them later, because the material from the old movies is still copyrighted, so I can't show you visuals. We talk about stuff like Halloween. Yeah, I couldn't show any of Haunted Wine Country because that was current. So I had to like just tell you about it. It was really bad, boring movie. It was just awful. But yeah, but Buckets of Blood was kind of fun. Most notably because they kept mentioning Buckets of Blood but never showing it. It was from the creator of the original '60s Little Shop of Horrors that the '80s one was based on. So that was Bucket of Blood. That was interesting. With this, there was a guy that would make clay mannequin sculptures out of the dead. How do you get that much clay? And call them stuff like murdered man, murdered man's wife. Yeah, they should have figured that out. You know? Yeah, he's clearly insane. They were mocking the art community at the time, the Bohemian art community of the '60s. So these guys are crazy. See this one here, he's psycho. And also, that was one thing the white guys said. The white guys are psycho. I don't know what he's talking about. He's on the pipe. Also, there was a lady, I went to San Jose State, and there was a lady that was schizophrenic because she was talking to the wall. in the dining commons thing and screaming at somebody that was not there. Maybe it was the same lady from the BART train months ago, and yeah, she was insane. And also, the Red Angel is a building. That's what they call the art building. So yeah. So anyway, so yeah. And also, there's a sort of a Red Angel sculpture at the convention center, but that was built later. So, there's also one over by the art museum. I think it's still there. They sort of painted over it. It's kind of doing this. Anyway, I'm not gonna make this very long.